Hi loves, this is Kennedy. Welcome back to With Love Kennedy. So today we're going to be talking about becoming your best self and understanding that becoming your best self isn't always so pretty. We're going to really have a very honest conversation and understand that, it's a beautiful path, but it is kind of messy. So we're going to dive right into this content. So I have some notes here on my phone that I will be using for this video. So if you see me like glancing over, that's what I'm doing. So the first thing I want to talk about is like expectations versus reality. And I think social media has like a huge role in how we view ourselves as people and like how we conduct ourselves in like everyday life and how we really perceive ourselves, honestly. I think there's like a lot of expectations that can be met, and I think that are good goals to have for us to strive for. But I do feel like it conflicts a lot with reality and what people's lives are really like on a daily basis because, we don't wake up and make our morning coffee perfectly and have these perfect days where things are like always aesthetically pleasing. And there are people who have that, and I'm not knocking them because I wish I was that girl. But, I think that once we can embrace the reality of what self growth and like being our best selves actually looks like, I think it'll change like the narrative and the paradigm that we see ourselves through and allow us to like really open up our hearts and like open up ourselves to opportunities of abundance and like opportunities that we've never really had before when we were perceiving ourselves through these like very high expectations. I think also like understanding that confidence isn't always constant. Like I really do feel like, and I may be wrong, but I really do feel like people have this like idea that confidence is just like this constant thing that just like goes and goes and goes and goes. But like every other emotion and feeling, it goes in and out and it has its highs and its lows. It's like a vibration. Like, one day it'll be here, the next day it'll be there. Like, I think it all depends on like your environment and what type of energy you're consuming and like how you eat and like what you do. Like, I think confidence really does fluctuate based on the type of day that you're having. I do think that life goes in phases and stages where your confidence may be higher one year than it is another year. But I think that's like the first step to understanding that you are becoming your best self is like understanding that your confidence will fluctuate, and that's totally okay. The third thing that I want to get into when I'm talking about expectations versus reality is also understand that like lifestyle changes aren't always like super glamorous, because you have to understand you're taking yourself out of a specific routine, whether it be undisciplined or disciplined, and you're shifting that into something completely different. It's like waking up at 11 a.m. every single day for a long period of time and then trying to wake up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. every single day off rip. Like, some people can go cold turkey like that. And again, I'm not knocking anyone's process. Like, there are people who can really do things like that. But I think there is space to give yourself grace when you are shifting your lifestyle habits, because it isn't always easy. You have to give your body and your mind and your nervous system time to get comfortable into these different changes so that you can get acclimated and settled into those changes and you can thrive in those changes. And the fourth thing is that healing feels incredibly slow sometimes, and that's how you know you're healing the right way. It's not supposed to be fast. Anything that's like quick and easy usually doesn't last a long time. So if you feel like your healing process is taking a very, very long time, or it feels very gradual and progressive, that's how you know whatever changes and whatever progressions that you are making are things that are going to last and stick with where you are now and in your future as well. To share with you all a personal story of when I felt insecure and where I struggled with consistency mostly and confidence was back in like 2022. I had just moved back to New York. I think I told this story briefly in like another video, but I didn't get into like the depths of it. But I had just moved back into New York. I had started one of my dream positions at Equinox as a trainer. I was like dancing, booking jobs. I was training. I was a part of a dance crew, a dance program in New York City. I had just got into a relationship. Relationships with my family was thriving. Like, I was in this like great, fantastic place externally. but I was struggling so much trying to juggle all of these things, and I found myself slipping. Like, it lasted for, I would say, about like 3 to 5 months. But once I got to like the 5 month mark, my body physically and mentally and emotionally could not keep up with the high vibrational lifestyle. And not saying that, I didn't have what it takes, but I think that I was not doing the inner work, the healing that I needed to do to keep that lifestyle, to keep it and have longevity in that lifestyle. Like, I was kind of just like programmed in this mindset to believe and think that like my results were supposed to come fast. And because like I was processing everything at that speed, that's how life was going for me. And so everything's coming at me full throttle, and like I don't really have the skill set or the preparation to handle all of these things. The talent is there, the gifts are there, the knowledge is there, but like I didn't have the consistency and I didn't have the security internally to handle all of these things. And so slowly but surely, I started to fall off my rockers a little bit because it was so much. And like, I was so blessed to have all of those opportunities when I did. But that is why it's so important that you are always working to become your best self, and you're reading your books, you're doing your meditations, you're praying, you're believing. Because also a big part of why I was starting to set myself back was like I lost my routine with my faith with God. And like there was a point where I was like reading my Bible every day. I was praying morning and night. Like I was doing my work to get the word in, and that lifestyle just got so heavy that I let it all go. Oh my God, that's my timer for my tea. Sorry, y'all. But the work just got so heavy that I started to let it all go. And then my foundation of like hope and faith was gone. So now I'm gonna give you some advice, tips that, I wish I heard sooner. I'm sure you probably wish you heard sooner. And yeah, the first thing is you don't have to change your whole life to change your life. You do not have to change your whole life to change your life. One step at a time, small changes, bit by bit. You do not have to move to a different country, move to a different city, do all these extra things. It only takes having the faith, the motivation, the discipline, and the action to actually start with a little seed, water it, and you will have a whole garden at some point. The next thing is your soul progress is still progress. So whether your progress is taking a week to see results, whether you are taking months or years, that is okay. Give yourself grace. Like, you are not a machine. You are a human being. You have a life to deal with. Some of you have families, children, husbands, wives. Like, it is okay if your progress is slow. Like, still count it all joy. Like, small wins are still wins. So the next thing is confidence grows when you show up for yourself. Always show up for yourself. You are your best friend. Nobody else can show up for you better than you show up for you. And I'm telling you, once you start showing up for yourself, everybody else will start showing up for you too, because it starts with you. There's a book also called It Starts With You. You should read it. I don't know why I said that because I haven't even read it, but I'm going to. But it starts with you. It really does. Like, if you can trust yourself, if you can love yourself, if you can stop betraying yourself, if you can believe in yourself, if you can show up for yourself, everything else around you will begin to do that for you. So just always remember, show up for yourself. The next thing is lifestyle doesn't have to be aesthetic to be beautiful. I'm telling you guys, like, you don't have to spend all of this money. Like, don't get me wrong, like, a girl wants money. I'm sure y'all do too, but I want me $1 million. But you don't have to have this like super aesthetically pleasing life to have a beautiful life. Like, everything around you is beautiful. Like, see your life through the lens of God's eyes, through Jesus's eyes. Like, see yourself and your life as like this just like gorgeous, valuable gift that you've been blessed with. Like, guys, I really wish I could show y'all my living situation right now. Like, I living on a mattress. Like, I'm literally sleeping on a mattress right now, and like I could still look at my room and be like, wow, like, what a blessing. Like, this is beautiful. Because there are really people And not to like make this about that, but like there are really people who have less and there are people who have more. And regardless of if you have less or more, it doesn't make the situation better for you because people can struggle either way. So if you can look at your life through a lens of beauty, you will always see an aesthetically pleasing life. And the last thing is you are allowed to restart your day at any time. Y'all, I resonate with this so much. The other day on Monday, I'm not gonna say who, I'm not gonna throw shade, but I got a very crazy phone call at like 8 a.m. and I was asleep. I was sleeping and I answered, of course. So I answered and like this person was like, oh, like how's your day? But I could tell like this person was trying to start with me a little bit, and Lord and behold, like we ended up arguing. And like I was like, I am not going to argue with this person. Like we are not about to go tit for tat right now. It is 8 a.m. I'm tired. I haven't even had coffee. I haven't had breakfast. I haven't done anything. So I literally was like, I'm gonna go back to sleep for 2 hours. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna start this all over again. I'm gonna start my day all over again because I'm not starting my day like this. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm telling you all, I had a fantastic day from that point on. You have control over your day. You can start your day whenever you want, however you want. It is not determined by anybody else's rules, mood, whatever they're having, whatever kind of day they're having. You have full control over when you restart your day and how you start your day. Love tea. But yeah, to bring this video to a close, like give yourself permission every day to be a human being and to start new and to start fresh. And I just want to say, like, I am so grateful. I'm so proud of you all. I'm so proud of myself. And I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for choosing me, and thank you for choosing softness with me and showing up and listening to the advice that I have to share. There's going to be more videos. Please share this video with someone who needs it. And yeah, as always, keep glowing, keep growing with love, Kennedy. And I will see you all in the next video.